Hi guys, coming up for today, we're gonna talk about episode Rising of the Shield Hero, episode 24, Guardians of Another World. Spoiler warning for anyone that hasn't watched the episode. Anyway, so we begin where we last left off. Now Fumi basically talks to the queen, and basically he was under the water temple before. I forgot to mention that. He was on the underwater temple, and he uses the transportation skill that he learned from Motoyasu. Boo! Boo, Motoyasu! Boo! Anyway, so we learn about the transportation skill and the teleportation skill, sorry. And the shield of the sorry, my throat. The shield of the transportation skill looks like wood and a bit of metal and the green crystal in it. A pretty good shield, pretty cool. Looks like a painting of sorts, some sorts. But anyway, so he basically talks to the queen and says that they have only 2 days before the waves show up. So the queen decides, okay, time to put in high gear and basically like, yep, go out to war, go to war with the wave. And she also mentions to Nafumi on the ship that they have evacuated. Sorry, my throat. I'm a bit tired. But anyway, they mention on the ship that she said, we have evacuated the civilians from Carmira Island by the director. The guy with the weird mustache in the last episode. Anyway, so they evacuated all the people. Yay, good. And they got transported. And pretty cool badass scenes. Some pretty cool badass drawn scenes. Though for those people that don't like CGI, will not be so good. But it's still a good episode, by the way. Love the music, love the voice actors, and I definitely loved the mixed music in the fight between the main protagonist and another character that I will not mention right now. That will come a bit later in the episode in my review. Anyway, so they come to the waves and they see a giant wave. They see a giant hole of the waves coming in, and the sea is red. And many water demon creatures fall down to them. But they explode them as shish kebabs. And they basically die with arrows. And a lot of CGI guards. Yikes. But anyway, I like the queen, and I also like that the queen mentioned, oh, the heroes are fine, they only fell into the water. I like that one. And they're like, oh no, we cannot swim. Oh, I forgot to mention, Ren was holding on to the mast. Spoiler warning, but Ren was holding on to the boat's ceiling mast. Like, oh, I cannot swim. Oh, I cannot swim. Oh. And he's like, no, don't let the water hit me. When the monsters decided to show up. And now Fumi, as always, badass tactician and such. Anyway, though, we did basically. Sorry, my throat. We then basically get the giant Moby Dick, magical dolphin, magical Moby Dick dolphin whale with a giant unicorn horn on it. And they try to kill Naofumi, but they miss. But they kill the other ships, and the other ships are like, what the fuck, a laser beam? And I'm like, holy shit, a goddamn laser beam. And the creature had a type of infection or a type of buld. He had a type of ball or something in his head, on his horn, where it shot lasers. Lasers that exploded basically a ship, and the ship is like, ah! And the people are like, oh god! And the queen is worried, but she plans the attack, and she's like attacking. But I forgot to mention, the queen is good at diplomacy, not warfare. That's her trash husband's job. Oh, I forgot to mention. Hope you enjoyed the video, but is the video good? I think it's good. Yes. And the trash bitch mentions that she didn't take. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. The queen, the beautiful queen senpai, basically tells that, oh, I didn't take with my trash husband because he didn't want to go with me. Or, he didn't want to go with the shield hero. So it's like, he is on house arrest, I suppose. And we don't need him. He's garbage. Anyway, so basically, we forgot to mention that now Fumi sees Lark and Therese as well. I forgot to mention that. And we also see Motoyasu with Bitch. And Motoyasu thinks he is so cool, sitting up top of the ship and like, oh, I'm badass! No, you're not badass. You suck. Anyway, I like the voice actors. All of the voice actors are great, and I really love the show. Please make a season 2 for the love of God, and a season 3 maybe. Please, for the love of God. Anyway, so now Fumi praises Lark in the fight. And I forgot to mention, um, they did some cool fighting, and the queen basically says to Naofumi, hey, take your giant KFC bird and maybe try to lock up the giant Dick Moby Dick whale, the giant whale thing with the giant horn. Put it up on the surface so we can blow it up with, what was it, alcohol grenades?
Yeah.
Alcohol grenades! Yay! Oh, I forgot to mention, Naofumi is the king of liquor. He's the king of liquor because he literally eats. I can say this. I can just say this. This is literally like a grape thing. I'm just doing as a reference, and he just eats it, and it doesn't affect him at all. He is super resistant against alcohol. But anyway, so one of the soldiers tells Naofumi that, oh yeah, we're using alcohol as grenades, and they kill the sea monsters, and the sea monsters dies of arrows. I wonder if they eat them. Oh wait, they do. I think they eat them. And that's my dog. Don't bother about it. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed the video. But basically now Fumi talks to Lark, and Lark doesn't want to talk. He's a bit silent. He talks a bit, but oh shit, I forgot. I hope you enjoyed the video. But I forgot that one of the sea monsters decides to jump on the ship. A lot of small, what should we call it? Lackeys. A lot of small lackeys of sea monsters are jumping on the ship, trying to kill the crewmen. And to the rescue comes Melty with her water aqua shot raining down on the bastards. She's basically using hydro pump cannon of water on them with magic though. And she's good at doing it. Very good. Good job. You're more confident than your sister. God damn it. That's why she's gonna be the next queen. Anyway, she defeats them all. Hope you enjoyed the video. But she defeats them all, and oh, I forgot to mention. Before the wave happens, Nafumi is asking, why are you here, Melty? Come on, seriously, why are you here? And she's like, Nafumi, damn it, stop bothering. She's basically like, she's a bit, I think she's a bit in love with Nafumi though. Though to be fair, the raccoon girl is the first one, in my opinion. But anyway, so she basically gets a bit annoyed, and the queen basically flustered, or not flustered, but more like, Melty. You know, she's a bit like, the queen was a bit happy that she's starting to connect with Naofumi. She's starting to be normal, like a normal 10-year-old kid with Naofumi. And Naofumi says basically, why are you here? You shouldn't be here, And she's like, I should be here. I have a responsibility as a royal family to be here at the waves to basically try to protect. That's basically what she said, right? Or am I wrong, co-pilot?
Yeah.
Thank you. I try to remember everything. Also, I watched the episode just now, and I watched it twice to remember everything. Anyway, so before that, she basically gets captured by a evil fishman, evil giant fishman with sharp teeth, and she almost gets falling off the boat. And one of the sailormen are trying to grab her, like, oh, don't fall off. Basically, don't fall off. And I like the reaction, but I'm really terrified about what's the queen. Sorry, my throat. Hope you enjoyed the review. Anyway, though, so the queen basically becomes Melty. No, I don't know how to do the expression, but you get the point. She becomes very like, yeah, you're the better daughter that I have. You're the better one for the future. And to the rescue comes the Scythe hero, Lark. To the rescue comes Lark, the speeding bullet, Gonzales. Pretty much. Gonzales is a cartoon character from Looney Tunes, by the way. But anyway, so he basically saves Melty by cutting up the fish man into sushi, pretty much, isn't it? Into sushi, yes. And she becomes very thankful, and she tells him, or she tells her, basically, she's like, "Who are you? Why are you so strong?" And I forgot to mention, Nafumi says a lot of jabs to the other heroes that they're worthless, they're garbage, pretty much. In some sentences, he says, "Oh my god, why would I have not joined with Lark and Therese instead of these punks?" Pretty much. I love Naofumi for that. I love him for that shit. I love him. He's so truthful what he says. Sorry. He's truthful for what he says. Anyway, so basically Melty asks him, "Are you a hero?" Or she's basically asking him, "Do you know Naofumi-sama?" And he's like, Lark doesn't want to talk about it. He basically does the expression of like, "Nope, don't want to talk about it." Just think my hoodie, when I take down my hoodie, that's when he doesn't want to talk about it. Anyway, though, so I forgot to mention. Damn it, I forgot to mention a lot of shit. That Naofumi was attacking the whale by aggroing it. And he was like, "Come here, Toro, Toro! Come here, Shur! Come here, Shur!" Which is basically the giant Moby Dick whale by using aggro on him. And the whale is like, "You're gonna die, son of a bitch, you're gonna die!" That's pretty much the whale's thinking. If I was the whale. But I wonder, what type of creature is it from another world, though? That whale must be from another world. Anyway, so what happens later is that... Sorry, I shouldn't have done that, but... Ah, my hoodie doesn't want to stay in place. Anyway, so basically Naofumi hears Melty scream, and Philo tries to, Philo says, "Melty, no!" She tries to save it, and that's when she got saved by Lark. For context, by the way.
Oh my god.
Unlike that, yes. And what happens later? Yes. Oh! The second best part in the episode. Best waifu girl. Best waifu. Hashtag girlfriend, which is Raftalia, is doing more damage than the freaking three heroes. Yay! I forgot to mention that the three other heroes, the queen says, "Attack!" when the wheel shows up again. When Naofumi has... Damn it, I'm tired today. Perfect. So basically the queen basically says to Naofumi, "Kick up that whale up in the ass," basically. Oh, that was Lark that said it, sorry. Sorry for confusion, but that was Lark that said it. And Naofumi like, "Yay, good job, buddy. We're best friends. Best buddies. Best friends." And he's like, "Yeah, good, great." And Lark is like this. Doesn't want to look at him afterwards. He's like this. He was like, doesn't want to look. Because he has a bigger plan than this. They're on a secret mission, so to call it. We should say it, yeah. It's a secret mission anyway. So anyway, basically Lark is like, "Yeah, kick it up top, and I will beat the crap out of it with my helper Therese." And Lark does his special attack, which is basically what I should call whoop ass attack. Whoop ass attack, which is Cypher Tornadoes Death for instant fucking boss death. And Lark basically sends out a tornado like this, whoosh, and basically like whoosh, and the whale is like cut like and oh, I forgot to mention that when Raftalia hits it in the shoulder, or is it the face? Oh, it's the shoulder. Raftalia hits it with the shoulder with a magic. I think it's a magic. What is it? Harpoon? Yes, it's a magic harpoon. And now Fumi says, "Oh my god, Raftalia has become much stronger this time." And he says, "Much stronger than the three holy heroes, huh? Much stronger than the spear and bow." Oh, such weaklings. Oh, I forgot to mention. The queen said before they fighted, I'm jumping around in the episode here, but the queen said, "Oh, the other heroes have leveled up enough on Carmira Island." I will say this. Baby level, goddammit! Baby level! Weaklings! God damn it, you're weak. Weak. They couldn't even do a scratch. Not even a scratch. Oh, I forgot to mention that the queen said, what was the attack again? Lightning shot, lightning spear, lightning sword. And I forgot to mention, Itsuki has a pirate sword. And he's scared as a shit for water. Which I understand in one perspective. Oh, now I get it. They have never swimmed in their worlds. They come from other Japans, so they never swim in their Japans. Which I think they should have reworked in their brains. These heroes are pretty stupid. Nothing way to say it. There is no nice way to say it. Ren, you're good. You're good. You other two? Slap, slap, slap. And Raftalia basically beats the crap out of you. Oh, I forgot to mention that. No, I said that already, did I? Yeah. She basically penetrates the whale like this with the spear, or with the harpoon like this. And the thing is like, you're gonna die, damn it! You're gonna die! The one that hit me with the spear, you're gonna die, damn it! That's what I think the whale is thinking. The whale doesn't say anything, but you know, that's what I think the whale is saying inside of his head. Anyway, so they defeat the whale by basically doing combo attack of death with Lark and Therese. And Therese and Lark do lightning damage of death and tornado when Naofumi sends it back up again. I think it was 2 times or 3 times. Was it 2 times or 3 times?
2 times.
Okay, 2 times. So basically the whale gets one of the best moments. One of the other best moments from the chicken. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun time and enjoy. Do you think the video is good?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Anyway, so one of the other best moments, the chicken is like, I'm gonna have my fun. And Naofumi's like, alright, go for it, Philo. And she basically uppercuts it in the way like this. Donk! Oh, shit. Ow. Ow, that hurt me back. Ah, crap, I hurt myself. Ah, ow. Yeah, but she basically does an uppercut in the head and basically knocks the shit out of the creature. That creature dies, and Fumi and Raftalia and everyone else decides to sit on it, or to be on it, and said to Lark and Therese, great job! And then we have the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges heroes. Basically saying, basically Moriyasu is like, hey, good job, dude. And, oh, I forgot to mention, Itsuki and Ren were like, we were here for the drops. And Nafumi's like, why the fuck were you? Where the fuck were you? And they were like, no, we were relaxing. We were here for the drops. For the loot. Hope you enjoyed the video. But we were here for the loot and stuff. And Nafumi's like, oh, what did Itsuki say? Oh yeah, I remember. It is. Sorry, my throat for a second. Ah, oh, damn it, my throat today. So basically, Itsuki says, the guy with the bow. The guy with the bow says, oh, everything of this creature's rewards, creature's upgrades, and creature's resources is the heroes. It's only ours. And I said in the episode, when I was with my assistant here next to me, I actually said, what a hypocrite. Or egocentric pieces of garbage. Pretty much. I mean Itsuki as a person. Not the voice actor. Itsuki the person. And Ren is like, yeah, we were here for the drops. And Naofumi is like, these guys. He's like this. Oh my god. And Moriyasu is like, yeah, too. And he's like, unbelievable. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, damn it. I forgot to mention Lark. Wait, what did Lark say again? Oh, are these supposed to be heroes? Oh yeah, I love Lark in this episode. I love Lark. Lark, Therese and Lark, perfection. Perfection, indeed, perfection. Anyway, so basically Moriyasu is saying, hi dude, great job dude. And then he's like, you're heroes? Don't make a joke. That's not a. Is that a joke? Are you heroes? Seriously, is that a joke? And then he says, oh, so you are the shield hero? And he basically goes down with his, like this, his demeanor. Oh, so you're the shield hero, huh? And he's like, don't make me a joke, come on. These are not heroes, these are weaklings. He's basically saying, you're weak, man, come on, what the hell? Are these supposed to be the heroes that protect the world? That we have heard? Seriously, you're weaker than me. Pretty much. That's pretty much what he said in the episode, in my opinion. Anyway, so he basically decides, okay, screw you, heroes! And he basically does a scythe attack and flings away all the 3 heroes, except Naofumi, because he was protected by Guard Chicken. He was protected by Lolly KFC Chicken, by wings. And Raftali is like, hey Naofumi, oh, hon sa såhär, hey Naofumi, we should go back or something. What was she saying? Oh shit. Hope you enjoyed the video. Perfect. But anyway, Raftalia said we should go back now, Fumi. And then the other heroes are like, ah! And they're kicked. And they're kicked are like, damn you bastard, you shouldn't have done that. And then they try to attack him. Oh my god, such fools, such dumbass they are, such dumbasses. Though I must give a good point for Itsuki though. He does a good thing. He tries to strike Lark at behind or on the side. He tries to strike him when he doesn't look. He's like this. He tries to strike him with an arrow like this. But Lark like this. Little mosquito. He was like, nothing. Little mosquito bite. Though to be fair, I will give a good point for Itsuki. He sneaked up on him. He's like, damn it, you bastard. And all of the other ones are like, oh, you bastard. But, damn it, I forgot. So basically, Lark was talking to Naofumi. I didn't want this to happen. He's basically toying with Naofumi. And they tell their truth. Do you know why we came here? To save our own world. Spoiler warning! There are 2 people from from another world. We are from the waves. Is it that what it was, or? They're from another world. We are come here to a mission. Our mission is to kill you. He basically says, our mission is to kill all of you heroes so we can save our world. Pretty ironic, isn't it? Main protagonist trying to save from the waves, and now Fumi's like, hey, we're trying to fight the same shit here. We're trying to fight against the waves. But they're like, no, if you continue fighting the waves against us, or against the waves that you're fighting now, you're gonna hurt our world to not exist. It's gonna be poof. Bye bye. Poof. If you understand what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, so Lark and Therese are fighting, pretty badass fight, and they stop the ships from the Queen, and the Queen is like, they're attacking the heroes, time to help them then, I suppose. And they try to help them, but nope, it didn't work, because Therese decides to do meteor shower, meteor rain. It's not easy to explain, but yeah, meteor spell and stuff. But basically, Lark is toying with Naofumi. He's playing with him. He's seeing how strong he is. He is basically like, damn it, you're a good hero. Damn it, you're better than the other mediocre bastards. Though, one thing that I didn't like that Lark said is that in the Chimera Island, he said that, you know, in the Chimera Islands when they were fighting against the penguin, he said that that was boring. He wanted to fight a man on man, a fight on man battle. And that, to my opinion, would be like, if I was Naofumi, I would be saying, dude, every time that I spended, every time that I gave you shit, didn't that mean anything? Did not the friendship mean anything? I think it meant something. At least to him it meant. Because Naofumi doesn't open up to many people often. He doesn't open up to many people, is it? Or am I wrong, sir? No. He doesn't open up often to many people. But anyway, Lark and Therese fight, and they also save the ships from being burned to death. So they're not evil. And Naofumi says, These guys are better heroes than the three doofuses. Than Moriyasu and Itsuki and Ren combined. And that's what I think in my mind. Why could you not have joined with these guys instead? They're better than this. Though I hope, I think Lark and Naofumi are gonna be friends. But we'll see. We will see in the future. By season 2! Please, make the season 2 fast enough. Okay, you don't need to make it super fast. I can wait. I can wait. I can wait. Or can I? Wink wink. Can I? Question mark. Anyway, so basically they fight, and they do some pretty cool fighting, and Lark beats the crap out of Naofumi in one aspect. And he also tells that, hey, my best skill, is to basically, you desto more, you the, you desto more damage you have, or your more defense you have, sir, more damage I will deal to you. That's what he said, basically. And I like, damn my throat. Where's my other drink? My drink. Whatever. Anyway, so basically Lark says, I like you, kid. I hope it wouldn't be this way, but sorry, dude, you must go. And Fumi's like, okay, if that's gonna be it, you're gonna die, damn it. Oh, I forgot to mention. Lark said we're gonna have a fair fight. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Fair and square.
Fair and square fight. Oh, Therese attacks Naofumi with the jewel that he made, which I will call Jewel-kun. I will call it Jewel-kun. The little the little jewel here.
Mm-hmm.
And the jewel says to Therese with a type of ghost voice, says, I don't want to hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you don't want to hurt him, huh? And now I get why. Because technically, Naofumi, it's his dad. You don't want to hurt a dad, do you? If you think about it, the jewel that he created to Therese to give her in the last episode, which he gave him a lot of money, like a giant bag of money, that's basically his child? Or something? Because he created the jewel, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he created it from 2 different crystals that I don't remember right now. Damn it. But it became a beautiful ruby red rube with a silver necklace on it. Or with a silver bracelet on it. So she decides, okay, I will take one another crystals and use it instead. And she actually reveals something. Sorry for a second. So the crystal chicks reveals that she has more power than she had before. I'm just using this as a reference point. So she takes off the headpiece that she has on her forehead, and she has a giant crystal on her forehead. But that's a spoiler, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. But anyway, she basically calls up on Meteor Strike. That was the Meteor Strike thing. Was it? Yeah. So she basically calls up Meteor Strike shower now! And all the ships. Basically, what was the chick's name again? Damn it. Oh, Therese basically says, now we don't have any interference.
Mm-hmm.
And Fumi is like, why did they save the ships and attack the ships? I don't understand it. And we do some cool fighting. And Raftalia does Invisible Raccoon Girl attack in the air. And Lark is like, holy shit, she became invisible? What the fuck? She's using illusion magic? She's using illusion magic? God damn it. And then the giant KFC chicken stomps on his face, or tries to stomp on his, you know. But Lark blocks it with his giant scythe of death, pretty much. Or pretty badass scythe, I mean. If you know what I mean. He blocks it, but then he gets attacked behind by Raftalia, and Raftalia strikes him in the side of the shoulder, fast, like this. She basically does kung fu moves. Sword technique. She does like this. She basically dodges every attack that Lark is doing. Oh, I forgot to mention. Lark did a double attack. He's like, double scythes! And then scythe tornado. And all of them like, Raftalia is like, god damn it! But luckily she avoids it, and the chicken, in the fight. But he's like, you cannot stop me. And Raftalia is like, damn it! Raftalia is like trying to hit them. Ah, damn it, get it, you bastard! They don't want to hurt them though, but we can say this. She want to protect Senpai. She definitely wants to protect her boyfriend, which is now Fumi, technically in this case. Sorry. Which is now Fumi in this case. Anyway, so what happens later is that Lark is like, very impressive. We don't want to hurt you. We want to hurt him. But, as I think in my head, if I was Raftalia, she's like, nope, you're not coming 1 second to my boyfriend, technically in my head. Pretty much. She doesn't, basically, what was one of the lines that Philo said? If someone comes to my master, I will kick the crap out of them. And Lark kicked their ass. Pretty much. And I think Raftalia is thinking, if someone close comes to my... sorry, my throat. If someone close comes to Naofumi-sama, he gets punched in the face. Or kicked in the face. Pretty much. That's what I think. That's what I think Raftalia would think in the head. Pretty much. Anyway, they do some cool attacks. And as I said before, Naofumi praises them as better heroes than the Spear Bastard, the Sword Bastard, and the Bow Bastard. And then we have the meeting. We have thum thum thum. Then we hear a voice, and Lark is talking to like, we have fun, but maybe we should end it now. And then we hear a voice. Oh, you're just toying with them, huh? And it's Glass. Dun dun dun. It's Glass. And Glass goddamn shows up like a goddamn meteor and lands on a ship like this. Here's a ship. Lands on the ship and like explode the ship. And she's like, teleportation, whoosh, back to them. And she's like, you know, that the shield hero has more tricks up his sleeve. And she's like, hi Naofumi, long time no see. And he's like, hi Glass, I hope I wouldn't see you again. God damn it. That's my opinion. And Raftalia is like, holy shit, not this chick again. And the chicken is like, oh, not this lady again. Oh, I forgot to mention, damn it. Damn it, I forgot to mention that the queen was ordering orders to try to help them before. And Melty decides to, no, I'm gonna go help Naofumi-sama. Because she's a bit in love with him, I suppose. I think. You know, he's a charming guy. He's not an asshole. He's a good person. Also, he's a bit kind of the loner type, but kind of the positive guy type. Kind of the hard guy, smart guy type. Anyway, so basically, damn it, my throat today. So basically, Melty hijacks. Is it hijacks? Hijacks a freaking boat, a freaking lifeboat. When oh, I forgot to mention the girl, the girl with the orange hair, the girl with the green hair, the girl with the green hair and the armor. She's very important for next season. Don't forget her. All right, guys. Anyway, so Melty board basically hijacks the ship, hijacks the small little lifeboat, and she says to Risha, spoiler warning, spoiler warning. She says to Risha, get me to Naofumi-sama now. And she's like, no, no. She says, I've already saved Itsuki-sama. And she's like, I don't care. Get me to them now. And she's like, no. Oh, I forgot to mention. When Naofumi sees Melty, he's like, why are you here? He's like, why are you here? Come on. And she's like, it's not over yet. Come on, beat the crap out of these guys first. Then we can go home and relax or whatever. Then we can go home and relax. Or she pretty much basically. I think Melty's in love with this guy. I think Melty's in love with this guy, so she's like, finish off this business and we can go back home. And Nafumi's like, okay. And then Melty joins with the group because she says, I don't want to leave you. I'm a part of your group, remember? Oh, I forgot to mention. I'm a part of your group, remember? That's what she said, basically, in this episode. I'm a part of your group. And Nafumi's like, nah, maybe. And Melty joins them. Sorry, my throat, damn it. I need to drink something. Oh yeah. Okay, continue. So basically, Melty gets very scared of Glass, and Glass is like, "Oh," and Melty's like, "Who is this?" And Nafumi's like, "She was in the third wave, man. She was in the next wave before, and she is not a pushover to play with. Like, she doesn't mess around." And she attacks Naofumi, and she's like, "Ha, come on!" And she does the attacks. Summer attack swipes, and she does, what was that shot again? Basically, we can call it death shot.
Mm.
Death shots. Push. And Afumi is like, nothing. Ha. He's like, ha. You know, that's what I think Nafumi would be like in his head, like, that took damage, but nothing. Mosquito bite. And then Glass said to the other two guys, the other two characters, Therese and Lark, you know that this guy has been playing you, yeah? Sorry, you know that this guy has not fight it all out, huh? And Lark is like, what? He almost cut off my shoulder. Oh, I forgot to mention. Nafumi rescue Raftalia. Nafumi did this in the episode. He did this with the shield. He's like, block the fire attack. He's basically block the fire attack of Rishia. You know the fire attack, like shh. And he's like, block. And Raftalia is like, holy shit. And he's like, not my freaking daughter, goddammit. Not my freaking daughter. That's what I think in my head. Not my freaking daughter. Though Raftalia in her head thinks, I'm not your daughter, goddammit. I'm not your daughter. That's what I think she's thinking in her head at that moment. En ese momento cuando la atacó. In that moment when Lark, damn my throat. When Therese was attacking Naofumi, I mean, or when Therese was attacking Raftalia, I mean, yes. So basically, Glass. If we go back to the story, sorry, jumping around, but I will say this: 200 points for this episode. Yay! 300 minus points for CGI. Boo! Anyway, so Glass says, it's not over yet. I am not over yet. What did she say in the end? Damn it, I forgot. I will attack you myself. Oh, with her hands? Oh, with the fans. With the reflecting fans. With these things. With the iron metal fans. So she basically says taunting Naofumi or flirting with him a bit. I think she's. Sorry, my throat, damn it. Yeah. I think she's flirting with him and saying, I will fight you myself then. With my own hands and my own fans. And Naofumi's like, come on, bring it on. He's basically like with his face like, bring it on then, bring it on. Pretty much. Oh, I forgot to mention. Anyway, I forgot to mention that. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Anyway, I forgot to mention that Glass basically says to Naofumi and Raftalia that no, Glass says to Lark and Therese, he has not bring out the strongest shield yet, huh? He has not bring out his strongest shield, you know. His shield is more evil and sinister in nature. You will know when you see it. Sorry. She basically says, you know when you see it. And I hate that the episode ended. I was like, no, more. And then I'm like, oh crap, it's only one episode left. Crap. What a trap. Crap. We see you next time. Goodbye.